Hello uh, on my video on setting up exact replica of a website. That is, while I was working in Mana Island Resort and Spa, we had a Mana Fiji website. So basically, what our GM wanted to do was set up an exact replica of the website on a local host, so we could and he could work on it. And then after the changes were done, and then it was decided that it was okay and everything was fine, and then we could upload it back again. So basically, we'll be talking about today in this one, a virtual machine, uh, the LAMP server, the Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP server, and a little bit about WordPress, and then I'll be showing you the website. So basically, let's get started. As you can see, I'm using a virtual machine, and the name of the software that I'm using is Oracle VM VirtualBox, and that's what we have here. And then just a few settings. As you can see, it's Oracle VM VirtualBox. A few settings. I have my virtual machine here already installed. As you know, it's Ubuntu. Ubuntu operating system is Ubuntu, and then just a few settings I want to show you. Basically, everything is fine. You have your system settings here, the memory allocation. The next thing, a really important one, is going to be the network adapter. As you can see, it's a bridge network adapter. Basically, with bridge, what happens is that although it's hosted on my computer itself, but it can get its own IP from the DHCP server, and I will be showing you the interface settings of the virtual machine. Okay, so let's get started. Like I said, I'm using Ubuntu, and this is my virtual machine. As you can see, it's running Oracle VM VirtualBox 1. Very first few things, like I said, the interface. Okay, you can have a look at how I have set the interface for my virtual machine. Actually, it's getting its own IP. So what I'll do is I'll just go here. I think I tried setting up setting up using a hardcore interface setup, but it wasn't working. So anyways, as you can see, that's my interface. It's a 0. That's my MAC address, the speed, so on and so forth. Yeah, this is basically what I was talking about. The virtual machine is running on my computer, the hardware, but like it's getting its own IP, 192.168. And if I show you my computer's IP, show you my computer's IP. Yeah, as you can see, my computer's IP is 192.168.0.110, and the virtual machine that is on my computer itself is having an IP of 192.0.240. Okay, basically we'll move on. As you can see, I just want to show you a little bit about the just a little bit of which version of uh, Ubuntu I'm using. It's supposed to come up at LSB release, but it's not. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm using a latest version of Ubuntu 4.04 LTS. It's a long-term support. So basically, for my LAMP server, the Linux part of it, I'm using Ubuntu 14.04. Moving on, the Apache. I want to show you which Apache I'm using. As you can see, I'm using Apache 2. And moving on, MySQL. I'm using MySQL version 14.4, distribute 5.16, and a little bit wanted to talk about a little bit of the database. Logging in and creating. Basically, what happened was, like in the my SQL, I have to create a database and create a user, so that when I installed WordPress, it will ask for a database name and a username. So I created a database and then a user, and then that user only had access to that database. So that for security reasons, the WordPress username that will be having access to that database can only access that database. So let me just log into the database now. So I have logged into my MySQL database. Just wanted to show you some of the database I created. So basically what I did was I created MySQL database, my underscore WordPress for installation, and then I created a user. I created a user especially for logging into that database. And that username was WordPress at localhost, and then I am giving access for WordPress at localhost to my WordPress. That's I do not have a command for seems to be with MySQL. It does not do very well with histories of commands entered. But yeah, basically, if you go online, you can find out how to create a user user in MySQL, and then I use this command to grant access to WordPress at localhost to this database that is my uh, underscore WordPress. And then obviously what I wanted to show you is people find it much more easier to log in uh, to manage their databases using PHP admin. So I have also set up PHP admin here. If you log in, and then you have sets of uh, that's all the list of databases you have. As I have told you, I created my underscore WordPress, and then you have your databases here. And then something which I have found to be very intriguing and very interesting is here you can actually run your queries on the local host. And then let me just give you an example, just a simple one. So and then it will give me a list of databases. So this one is something I found it to be very intriguing and something new. And then obviously you can import and export import and export your databases from here, and then you have a list of users. As you can see, we have root and then WordPress. Like I said, I created WordPress just for WordPress to be able to log into the database my underscore WordPress, and then be able to create tables and stuff like that. So okay, moving on, we'll move into, that's enough about my SQL, and then we'll just and let me just show you my PHP script I'm using. As you can see, I'm using PHP 5.5.12, Ubuntu 4.2 CL, and then that's the copyright and the engine, and so on and so forth. So yeah, basically the whole system is based on WordPress, and the base is a LAMP server. Okay, moving on, we'll move on to the WordPress installation is quite simple. You can always go to their website, and then they will there's lots of tutorials and instruction on how to install WordPress on your web server. And then basically once you're done with that, and then you can log in. As you can see, this is my local machine, and it has an IP of 192.168.0.240, as I have shown you before. It's installed in that folder, and then I have my admin login. Basically what I wanted, it's a normal WordPress. If you want to get tutorials, you can know how to go about using WordPress. It's quite simple. I have decided to use WordPress because our current website is using WordPress. So basically what I did was I did my own website on on WordPress, and then basically yeah, if you do a lot of practicals and do it for yourself, I just show you my website. That's just a pop-up for my official website, and then as you can see, that's my website. And then let's look. Yeah, so that's my website. I did my own website on basically once I found out that our website is based on WordPress, decided to do a website. And what better than is a better opportunity is to do my own website, which was based on which is based on WordPress itself. So it was quite interesting. And then something about my website, how I went about making my website. So what I wanted to show you here was let's see, tools, and then we have this import export. So basically after I installed WordPress, I went to my official Mana web page and then logged into WordPress. What I did was I did export, and then I came back to my local website and I did import of that website. So that's basically it. And then I just would like to show you the website. As you can see, that's my local website, 192.168.0.240, and then Mana web, and then that's the website there. All the links are working fine and everything. Still a local machine, so everything is here. And then that's my local machine again, Mana web feature spa. And then once I go to my official website, as you can see, it's www.manafiji, and it's an exact replica of my website, of Mana Island Resort and Spa website. And yeah, that's an exact replica of Mana Fiji website. So that's it. That's all about replicating the Mana Fiji website on a local web server, so it could be worked on and then imported later. Yeah, so basically that's it. That's www.manafiji.com. That's the hosted in the US by Network Solutions, and that's my local host web server hosting the exact replica of Mana Fiji website. Thank you for listening and watching my video, and then keep listening and looking out for my other video portfolios. Thank you.